From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and
on first down, Porter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll run on first down. It's Porter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sets up 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on it. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, Eubanks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st down, Rose. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Eubanks. His throw incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Eubanks. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, it's Rose, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, it's Porter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the Washington offense going back to work.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
throwing to start the drive. Eubanks. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Eubanks. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Morton. On 2nd down, it's Rose. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Eubanks. And his throw is incomplete.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Eubanks got his man. It's Morton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Eubanks. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, it's Porter. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down now. It's Rose, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Eubanks, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all the reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there just before halftime.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before before half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They hand off to their big tight end, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw. Eubanks. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Logan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Eubanks. He finds his man. Complete. That's Logan. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Off play action. Eubanks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Throwing on second and 8. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Rose. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on 1st down. Uses the stiff arm and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eubanks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Eubanks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now the try here for the extra point.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Eubanks. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down. Barber. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Back to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Saints on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Porter. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Barber. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. From the gun on third down. Barber. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Porter, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Barber. And he comes back with one complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw. Barber. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
The 6-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Barber. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eubanks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on 1st down. Porter. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, Porter. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty